Hello and welcome to World of Tanks with yours truly, Azarmorph. We are looking at my T29. That's what I call my baby. I fought my way back up this. I did have one when I used to play beta, but unfortunately I didn't keep my account active as I went out of World of Tanks for a while because of gold ammo. And yes, I lost my account. So new account back, managed to fight my way back up to a T29. It is actually my top tank at the moment. Don't get to play that often, just due to commitments. But I do get to play this little beauty. Now this game will not end the way you may think it does. But let's just have a quick talk about the T29. The T29 has a rammer fitted, it has vertical stabilizers fitted, and it has improved ventilation. And the crew are 110% except for the commander who's 100, and they are all training at the moment in repair, of which there's 75% through. Not quite sure on how the old skill system works yet, so I think we might well be getting to the point where I've got a set of crew that are fully trained up, ready to go into the second set of skills, and how that works I'll still work that one out. Now as I'm this second from the top, and I'm also heavy, I thought my duty was to head to the corner at A1, which seems to be always where the heavies go no matter what the mission is. Now here's another T29 coming my way. I'm just going to see if we can spot him again. Come on, where are you? There you are. Cheeky shot in the front of him. Actually got damage because I went for his undercarriage there. Not if I'd gone for his head I wouldn't. Yeah, so he's taking a fair whack of damage there, and he's going to nestle himself in there, and as you can see here, they're already doing the catch point. So as I was about to say, it doesn't matter what the map is, it seems to be that heavies pile up into this corner, have a slugfest, and then bugger off. This crew's spread out, and the one thing that's quite interesting is, can you see what the TOG is? Yes, we have a TOG in the game, and he's decided to camp himself where we normally see tank destroyers or similar ilk tucked away, but we'll get back to that later on. Now, as you can see, I'm coming up to where we get the choke point. I am one of the few that are up here now. A bit of a battle going on. So far, they've lost 5, we've lost 3, so the odds are in our favour. Oh, there's the first of the enemy tanks to be spotted. Yep, and there he's gone for my turret, so I've one back. Now I'm going to be quite aggressive here. I know I've got 2 on me, and I've got 3 colleagues down below me. Skoda, Panther, I can't say that one. Anyway, moving around the corner, they've obviously spotted the threat, so I stick another one into that tank and withdrawal. I'm just waiting for my timer to recharge. Let's come back round and another one into his turret. Well, it's a big turret. What I'm going to do is smack it. Now again, pushing forward. Timer. Am I going to get him? Am I going to get him? No, I fluff my shot. Yes, I have 2 large tanks sitting there, and I stick my shell into the ground in it. So, yeah, he was just waiting to fire at me, but I got the drop on him. Now I'm trying to protect my colleague here in his Cromwell, but to no avail. And as you can see, the tanks that were down in C3 have all vanished now on me, which is not good. Yeah, and there's not much you can do with the Cromwell there, but what it does mean is I can take another one of their heavies, the T150, out, which is quite nice. And now we're going to stroll around the corner, and I can see another enemy. Now, if you look at the map, what's going to happen next? Yep, I get shot at the back end by a Cromwell B, but the Churchill's my intended victim, main target. And there he goes, because I aimed for his turret. Now, I've been hit at some point with the gold ammo. Obviously I was scaring them enough. And yes, there's the difference between Cromwell B's gun and mine. It fires more often, but if you don't hit me in the right space it will bounce. And that's me working on 4, but he diverses into our tank destroyers that are coming up. Yeah, there we go. So now, with 3 kills down, I am not in the healthiest of condition. Although I have taken an awful lot of hits, it's got to be said. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to tie up the enemy up here to release the pressure. But as you can see, Toggy Boy is still all down there in C7. The AMX is moving forward now, and also is the Jag Panzer. But I do have the fortune of having a Nashorn and a St. Emil coming up behind me. Still can't get the penetration on this. That's the one thing about these. I mean, I've got the Churchill, the one before this Black Prince, and I love it because it is literally a tank that can take a lot of damage without getting hit. Except I just got there. Now, did you notice the T67? He's the one that's been firing the gold ammo at me all this time, and he's the one that finally got me in the end. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flick between some of the other tanks, so bear with it. So, as I can see, second time of doing this, so not much experience with World of Tanks, and I will get better with the replays if you like my videos. So, as you can see, AMX is still working on the T29, the very same T29 that I took a chunk out of earlier on. He's really done well to hide himself down in here, and we're now up with the Jagdpanzer. What's he going to do? And now we're with the St. Emil, and he's taking on the T67 Golden Boy. Oh, that's just... I've got the toaster version of this, and it's just... yeah. Just pain incarnate. You just see tanks evaporate. So yeah, he's obviously swapped round for that. I've gone back to my tank. So here we go. Here's Toggy Boy. Doing a lot from way back here, as we can see. Hasn't got any kills yet, and can't see anything. So yeah, finally he's moving forward. Again, if we'd had him up there, we may have lost him because of the gold firing T67. And as you can see, he's an experienced tank. He's got 2 marks of excellence on his turret. So there we go. Right, so Jagdpanzer. I do like myself a Jagdpanzer. I've got to say, I do like my tank destroyers. I have a large selection of them myself. Difficult tanks because you don't have the turret. You don't have that 360 rotation, which is really annoying. So up there we are. He's found. He's just took that on the head. He's now reset the clock. Ooh. And then in comes the St. Emil and polishes them off. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Well, that was the T67 that destroyed that Jagdpanzer. Anyhow, what's left is the T29. The very first tank that I hit is still alive right up to this point, and bless him, he's pushing backwards and forwards hoping to get something. So Togboy's now got 1 kill, and pretty much end result. So don't think that went too bad, but then we have a look at the damage and the damage differential between us. And as you can see, I got a #1 mastery, which means I'm up about the 90% mark of the total amounts of damage done in this type of tank for that period of time. I then got a fire for effect, which is the total damage I've inflicted is more than my hit points of my tank. Then I've got bruiser, which looks like the knuckle duster, which is damaging more than 5 crew and modules in the battle, so that was good. And then finally, but not least, is the high caliber, which is where I've actually caused over 20% of the hit points of the enemy team, and which has to be over 1,000 points anyhow. And as you can see, I've put in a little bit of cash there, 36,000 and 36,500 silver, 3,669 in experience. Again, this is not a premium account. So let's go to the team score, and we can see what we've got. And as you can see, that means that I am now the top of the table with 3,173 damage and 1,223 experience. And there's the high caliber, as you can see. Right, and the next one underneath me was the Jagdpanther at 1,650. So in my lovely tank, I've been able to do twice the damage of anybody else on my team, which is fantastic. And even there, we said Tog was in the background. You can see he did come forward and do 1,000 points of damage. 793 XP, but still felt it was a little bit strange. Now, if we move on to the last part of this, is the battle results themselves. And as you can see here, I had 13 hits, 11 penetrations from 14 shots fired. So I was quite... The one I stuffed into the ground was the only one that let me down on 100% there. Total damage again, 317. Total from a distance of more than 300 meters, 304. I wonder if that's a T29? Could well be. Hits received, I took 22 hits, 9 of which penetrate and 13 which didn't. Ricocheted off. So damage block was 2,750 points of damage. So I dished out just over 400 more points of damage than I actually received. I'm absolutely gobsmacked at that level of damage that came in on me there. Spotted 3 tanks. Enemy vehicles damaged, destroyed. I damaged 6 and destroyed 3. I'm very happy with this, with my T29, because if I'm honest, I've left this to last. I'm not really a crap tank player, so to be able to actually get some scores like this really makes my day. And as you can see, without it being premium, I have 3,659 silver. With premium, I would have had just nearly 55k, and then obviously auto supplies and everything brings it down to a total. I actually made profit in this tank of 15,000 silver, which is fantastic. I could have made 33,000 silver if I was with a premium account. So that pretty much sums up the battle. Obviously didn't survive it, but did a fair amount of damage, and I'm quite pleased with it. And obviously this is the second video I've done. I have got a third one, which is in a tier 2 Russian tank I was given when I played on Tank Fest. So I'll do that one for next week. And then after that, if you guys have got any videos you want me to put up, then just send them in to me, and we'll work out a way to send them in. But I'm more than happy to show other people's work as well. In the game, I'm hoping I would get to see people that are much better than me. I don't think that's going to be hard, to be honest, because I'm not that great. I'm just showing you a good match that I've had. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and until next time, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, aliens and other life forms, until next time, do stay safe.